This video clip should provide teachers with the basics of what the CAPS policy requires when teaching intermediate phase life skills. Well, the first thing is, what should we as teachers keep in mind when teaching the subject? Well, the purpose of life skills is to develop the learner's physical, intellectual, personal, emotional, and social potential. So we need to make sure that we're focusing on this all the time when teaching the subject. Another aspect which is important is to make sure that physical education has a fixed period on the timetable and is indicated so per week. The third is that the allocated time for each topic is not a reflection on the importance of the topic. And you'll notice there are 3 topics: creative arts, physical education, and personal and social well-being. And all 3 of these together have a teaching time of 4 hours per week. The CAPS policy document breaks down the time allocation into a 2-week cycle, and this can be found in more detail in the PDFs available after watching this video clip. The formal assessment tasks are the same for grade 4, 5, and 6 in terms of the layout and what is required, and the mark allocations. So if you have a look at Term 1, it consists of 3 formal assessment tasks, which make up 100% of the Term 1 mark. So you've got an assignment, you've got a physical education task, and you've got a creative arts task. In Term 2, very similar, you've got a test, physical education task, and a creative arts task. In Term 3, you now have a project, physical education task, and a creative arts task. And then, of course, in Term 4, you have an end-of-year exam, coupled with your physical education task and your creative arts task, and these 3 together make up the Term 4 mark. And of course, to get your end-of-year progression and promotion mark, you're going to take the marks from Term 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all equally weighted, add them up together, and divide by 4, and that will give you your progression and promotion mark for the end of the year. Bearing in mind that you're only including your formal assessment tasks and not your informal tasks. In terms of the exam, the CAPS document also gives us suggested format. For grade 4 and 5, they suggest a Section A and a Section B, both compulsory questions. Section A looking at factual knowledge, whereas Section B looks a little bit more at higher order thinking and even gives some problem-solving questions. And then slightly different for grade 6, where they suggest 3 sections. Section A, which again is your knowledge and understanding, where you're testing that. In Section B, you're looking a little bit more at your case studies, combination questions, and getting the learners to give a little bit more direct response from the learners and their opinions. And then, of course, in Section C, which is also compulsory, you want the learners to be able to focus on the application of knowledge or skill, or make decisions or give advice. This together makes up the exam for grade 6. It's essential that we teach life skills in an exciting and interesting way so the learners develop the appropriate skills to move on to the higher grades.